So today I'm going to be talking about a crash of a Cessna P210. It's the pressurized version of the 210. From Concord, California, it's in Central California, down to Southern California. The flight was originally intended to go to French Valley, distance about 350 miles, and it took him about 3 hours to make it to French Valley, which the 210 has a range of about 4 hours or flight time, which would leave him about an hour's fuel reserve, which normally you would think would be plenty. But this is a single pilot, single engine flight, hard IFR at night, single pilot IFR, definitely challenging. But in a very capable aircraft. The P210 is a pressurized version of the 210. I love the 210. I ferried one once from St. Paul, Minnesota to Dodoma, Tanzania 30-some years ago, and fell in love with the plane. It's got all the capability of the 206, but it's a retrack, so it's nice and fast. So love the plane. But a lot of things went wrong on this flight, and let's take a look and see what happened. Okay, we're picking up the video where he's got the approach clearance into French Valley. He's been in the air for about 3 hours at this point. And remember, it's single pilot, IFR at night. And that's tough.
3004 and expect on our approach Cherry 1400.
November 1400, cross 6 minutes, matter above 4,000 feet. RMS, only when you approach spectrum.
Roger, descending to 4,600, clear for the on our approach Cherry 1400.
Okay, right here he's hitting the first waypoint, but he blows through the final approach course. He's probably busy talking to center, distracted. Single pilot IFR, understandable. He does catch his mistake after a little bit, but doesn't really get established on the final approach course until very late in the approach.
Cherry 1400, report cancellation of IFR via this frequency or on the landline. I can give that phone number.
Roger, we'll do that. I have different numbers.
Okay, and you report cancellation no later than 5 minutes after landing. Can't do it.
We'll do that. Thank you, Cherry 1400.
It's making the correction.
Cherry 1400, you can change to advise frequency approach. November 1400, March approach, Roger. I then say reduce to the next approach.
So at this point, he's overflown French Valley. Didn't really look like he was almost established on it. He might have got there in time, but maybe the weather was too bad. Anyway, he went and missed. And at this point, the missed approach procedure at French Valley is climb straight ahead to 2500, then a right turn to Jessex, because he's got rising terrain here. So ATC's asking him where he's going if he's doing the missed approach procedure. Now, my guess is, I'm not sure, but my guess is he's has no desire to shoot the approach into French Valley again, and he wants to go someplace else. He wants to keep flying south, where there's a lot different airports, better airports, ILS, someplace better than French Valley. But he's got to ask for that help right away.
Roger, and confirm you're in the right-hand turn towards Jessex. Do not have the weather at Palomar. I'm just confirming that you're in the right-hand turn towards Jessex.
So he obviously asked for the weather at Palomar, and we can't hear what he's saying right now, but he's probably also asking or about to ask for clearance to Palomar because he doesn't want to go back to French Valley. But in the meantime, the controller needs him to do that right turn northbound to get away from the rising terrain. Unfortunately, that's going to take him in the direction he doesn't want to go, and he knows that. He's hesitant to turn back, but ATC is insistent.
1400, Roger. Are you doing the missed approach, or are you just departing southbound via Palomar? Okay, that's why I was wondering if you were turning for Jessex at this time. 1400, turn right heading 360. November 1400, I just looked at the weather for Palomar. It looks like their ceiling is 500 overcast with 1 0 miles visibility. confirm you're in a right-hand turn to 360.
That's right.
Centurion 1400, but you are radar contact 7 miles southwest of Valley, 3000. 1400, reset transponder squad 4665.
Now he's heading back north, going up to Jessex. That's the missed approach procedure. At this point, he's been in the air about 3 hours. Pressurized 210 probably has about a 4-hour endurance, so he's got an hour left. But he knows that's not a ton of time, and he really wants to head south toward Palomar, but he's got to finish this missed approach procedure.
1400 cleared to Palomar Airport, Charlie Romeo, Quebec, via direct Womack, Hotel Delta Foxtrot, and Paradise, Papa Delta, Victor 186, Robin, Romeo, Oscar, Bravo, November, Victor 458, Oceanside, direct, maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, and 1
Now, this is the last thing he needed at this point, a long, complicated clearance to Palomar. Single pilot IFR at night, tough to copy down a clearance. He might not have been ready. He's trying to fly the missed approach procedure. He's kind of getting in over his head. Plus, he's got to be worried about his fuel.
1400, could you stand by a little bit? We're just trying to get to Womack first.
Okay, that 360 heading is fine for now, and then when you're ready to reach back, and then go direct on line, that's fine.
It's not fine for him. He wants to go south.
1400, you're able to reach back to clearance.
Negative, just trying to get pulled out this chart for Palomar just so I can see with.
Yeah, so he's trying to pull up the charts, trying to copy down the approach clearance. Single pilot IFR. Again, it's tough.
1400, roger. If you need me to, I'll just set you around my airspace until you're ready.
Roger. Would it be possible to vector us southbound towards Palomar?
All right. Good. Ask for help. Remember, ATC is not your enemy. They're your friend. They will help you if they can. She's reluctant at first, but then realizes he's probably been in the air a while and he's headed the wrong way. He does exactly the right thing. Ask for vectors. And can you get me going south? I need to go south.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Would it be possible to vector us southbound towards Palomar?
I have to give you the clearance I just gave you. Okay, stand by.
Thank you.
She's going to help him out.
Okay, so SoCal, I think we'll try to be able to vector you to it. They said turn left heading 180, climb and maintain 7,000, and then they should be able to reach the radar vector.
Roger, left to 180, climb maintain 7,000 for Centurion 1400. Thanks very much, ma'am.
Perfect.
Centurion 1400, climb and maintain 7,000, contact SoCal approach 134.0.
134.0, thanks very much for your help. SoCal Centurion 1400, good evening, climbing to 7,000.
And November 1400, SoCal, welcome back. Climb and maintain, maintain 5,000.
For Centurion 1400, thank you, sir.
ILS is out at Palomar. You can expect the RNAV Yankee runway 25 approach.
We won't be able to take that because we have just a VOR approach.
Now, unsure why that's the case. He did just shoot the RNAV into French Valley. And this is going to be a problem for him because if he pulls up the approach plate, he'll see that the VOR approach, which he's requesting, has a much higher minimum descent altitude. And with the weather at Palomar, that's probably not going to work. I don't know if his RNAV went out, can't pull it up, can't load it into his autopilot. For whatever reason, he needs the VOR, and that's going to be a problem.
And Centurion 1400, they said that's fine. You can expect the VOR approach into Palomar. Fly heading 170. You're clear to Palomar via heading 170. Radar vectors for the VOR approach. Maintain 5,000.
170 for Centurion 1400, thank you, sir.
25.3. Have a good night.
Hotel Centurion 1400, we'll try to get this Palomar. Do you have any place within ILS that I can make a landing there?
All right, so another smart move on the pilot's part. He's looked at the weather at Palomar, looked at the approach, realized that's not going to work, and he's making a smart call like, don't bother shooting the approach into Palomar. You're going to waste time and precious fuel doing it. Find someplace with an ILS. They got much lower decision heights, usually take you down to 200 feet. And also notice that, he's finally crossed back where he was when he started the missed approach procedure. That's taken him 15 minutes. And if he had an hour's worth of fuel left, that was 25% of his reserve wasted going up north and back.
Centurion 1400, the Montgomery has an ILS approach, but their weather is looks like it's a little bit better, but still 2 miles visibility, light rain, mist, scattered clouds at 300. Would you like the ILS approach to it right there?
We'll try to ILS turn right at Montgomery.
Centurion 1400, roger. Report when you have information. Sierra Montgomery. Cruise to Montgomery Airport via radar vectors. In disregard. Centurion 1400, cleared to Montgomery via radar vectors. Fly present heading, maintain 5,000.
Hotel Centurion 1400, we have the weather at Montgomery.
Centurion 1400, roger. I just want to verify you do want to continue for the ILS approach still.
That's affirmative.
Roger. Centurion 1400, I have an updated weather from Montgomery Tower if you're ready to copy.
Affirmative, go ahead.
And Centurion 1400, 0453 observation, wind 020 at 4, 3 miles visibility, light rain, mist, ceiling broken 500, additional ceiling broken at 1,200, overcast 1,700, altimeter 3001.
1400, copy. Thank you, sir. Centurion 1400.
Things are looking up. Weather's improving, a little bit better.
Centurion 1400, fly heading 160.
Roger, 160 for Centurion 1400.
Centurion 1400, sliding 250, intercept final approach course.
250 on heading and intercept course Centurion 1400.
Centurion 1400, you're 3 miles heading, maintain 3000 until established and cleared ILS. How much you wait right approach?
Roger, maintain 3000 and clear for ILS. Approach Centurion 1400.
Centurion 1400, and you can change to advisory. Self-submit to cancel within 5 minutes of landing, or you can try on the frequency if you break out of the clouds. I do have a Cirrus waiting to go on behind you.
1400, Roger, thank you, ma'am.
Centurion 1400, SoCal, are you still up?
That's affirmative.
Change to the advisory from Montgomery and tell Centurion 1400 that he's going south off the course.
So his start for this ILS approach isn't great. He goes a little south of course. He does correct here, but he's got to make this approach work because he is way low on gas. He hasn't said anything about his fuel system or his fuel situation at this point, which, okay, fine. There's nothing they can do for him. They've got him set up on the ILS radar vectors. It's as good as he's going to get, but he's got to make this approach work.
Centurion 1400, SoCal. Marie Charlie Zulu, turn left, heading 360.
That's 360,
He's set up okay, and then he drifts left and south of course again, and this is not what he needed to do.
Marie Charlie Zulu, fighting 330.
30,
Marie Charlie Zulu, I'm waiting for Centurions to cancel, but I'm not going to lie to you. He's kind of just flying over the airport and still westbound at 600 feet.
Oh boy, alright, yeah. No worries,
7 Marie Charlie Zulu, fly heading 290.
290,
Marie Charlie Zulu, can I get you to switch over to the Montgomery advisory and try and get this Centurion back on our frequency?
I'll hop over and see if I can get him.
Put him on 25.3, please.
25,
All right, he's going missed again, and now he has no choice. He has to declare a fuel emergency. He's on hard E, and he's got to tell her right away because he needs help to get on the ground immediately. But again, he doesn't. He just kind of he's got to be panicking at this point. I would be if I saw my gas gauges this low at night in the weather.
Yeah, I'll let him know.
Cessna 1400, we're making a miss. We can't see the runway.
Centurion 8 Charlie Zulu, stay with me. Centurion 1400 SoCal, get radar contact and climb immediately to 3000.
Immediately to 3000.
He's got rising terrain. He's got to climb.
1400 low altitude alert, check your altitude immediately, minimum vectoring altitude in your area is 2100, and maintain 3000 safe.
Yeah, I'd like to shoot another one, but we're running out of fuel too.
Okay, how much fuel do you have left?
Very few minutes, just need to get as fast as we can on the ground.
Okay, he finally says something, but he is not clear. He's got very few minutes. Well, what does that mean? 2, 5, 20 minutes? You need to tell the controller all the information so she can help you. If she knew you were about to run out of fuel, she would vector you right to Miramar, right up here. He's very close. It's also low. Things are stacking up.
Marine Charlie Zulu, turn left heading 200.
Turn 200,
Centurion 1400, I need you to climb immediately and turn back to the west. Fly heading 270 and climb. Centurion 1400, turn right heading 360.
Right, 360, Cessna 1400.
7 Marine Charlie Zulu and mid-altitude maintain 5000.
1000, 8 Charlie Zulu.
7 Marine Charlie Zulu, flighting 180.
80, 8 Charlie Zulu.
7 Marine Charlie Zulu, I'm going to let the Centurion, since he says he's all fuel, going ahead of you, and then I'll bring you back around here.
Cessna 1400, we lost a lot of fuel, so we have to make emergency landing somewhere. We can't get anything.
Centurion 1400, turn right heading 090.
He's still
right,
not clear.
090.
Centurion 1400, flighting 100.
100, roger.
Centurion 1400, and are you completely out of fuel?
Affirmative.
Centurion 1400, there's a runway right off your right, 1 o'clock at 2 miles. Centurion 1400, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, there's a runway. Centurion 1400, if you can hear me, off your left now. 11 o'clock and 2 miles.
11 o'clock, 2 miles.
Panic is really setting in.
Centurion 1400, just continue a right-hand turn. A right-hand turn to a 90 heading. Continue east, there's a runway right off your right.
Heading, do you want?
Go eastbound, 90 heading. There's a runway a mile and a half off your right. Turn to the east, turn to the east.
If he can hold this heading, he could make Miramar, but he doesn't.
Number 8 Charlie Zulu, turn left heading 090.
090, 8 Charlie Zulu.
This right turn just continues, and
Number 8 Charlie Zulu, fighting 360.
60, 1 Charlie Zulu.
Number 8 Charlie Zulu, can I get you to fly over an area and see if you can see anything for me here?
I can give it a shot. It's pretty thick IMC right now, though.
8 Charlie Zulu, turn left heading 270.
270, 8 Charlie Zulu.
okay, so there you have it. Really tragic situation, you know. Pilot was a very experienced pilot, apparently 17,700 hours ATP, but single engine IFR at night, single pilot IFR at night, very demanding. And he was struggling. But again, folks, if you have fuel issues, tell ATC, let them know. They're your friend, they will help you. And if you start panicking, you got to calm down. There used to be that old adage, if you have an emergency situation, first thing you do is wind the clock on the instrument panel. Why? Because it lets you calm down. It clears your mind, and then you can focus on the problem at hand and find a solution. Remember, if you've got time to panic, you got time to do something more productive. All right? Well, thanks for watching. Remember, support the channel. Please subscribe, hit like, and keep your speed up.